The PKM, the only LMG that I have yet to make a build for in Delta Force, but that's changing in today's video, and oh boy, is it something a little bit different. So the PKM is actually the second highest damaging LMG in damage per shot, doing 25 damage, was just 4 more than the QJB and 5 more than the 249. So starting off with a blank slate here, we're going to go with the PKM Trench Short Barrel. Now, what I'm building here seems a little bit weird, but I promise it actually works pretty well. So go ahead and install that and then calibrate this with plus 50 grams and plus 10 millimeters to get a little bit extra muzzle velocity and firing stability. For the muzzle device, so we're going to go with the DTK muzzle brake. Now this gives you extra control and extra accuracy, and you might see where I'm going with this right away. Now we're going to go for the X25U angled combat grip. Honestly, this is probably one of the best grips in the game, so it gives you a lot of control and a lot of extra accuracy. So equip that and then calibrate this with plus 7 slots and plus 20 millimeters in thickness to get plus 16% stability when moving and plus 3.92 extra control. As for the magazine here, I chose to leave it as is. 75 rounds to me is plenty to deal with a lot of enemies, and I didn't really want to deal with the downsides of the 125 round drum. For the grip, I went with the AK Heavy Tower Grip. It gives you bonuses across the board and you get an extra slot, so install that and then go ahead and calibrate this with plus 50 grams and negative 20 millimeters to get plus 4% hip fire aim speed and plus 6% extra control. Then we're going to put the balanced grip base on here, giving us further accuracy and bonuses across the board. So equip that. For the stock, I actually went with the PKM bolt cover. So this unfortunately reduces our control, but gives us a lot of handling and a lot more accuracy. So install that and then calibrate this with plus 50 grams and negative 50 millimeters to get plus 5% hip fire aim speed and plus 6% extra control. For the sight, I just chose to go with my optic of choice here, and it is the XRO quick response sight, and then I just calibrated this with negative 20 millimeters and eye relief. And finally, for the upper rail, I chose to go with the Hornet handguard panel. So this gives you an extra plus 4 accuracy, bringing the total up to 89. Now you can probably see where I'm going here. It is very accurate at hip fire, but it also does very well at medium range combat. The recoil is actually pretty easy to control for this weapon. Even if I didn't really bump it up that much, it still performs very well. And also chose to go with a laser here in this case with the PEQ2 red laser light combo. So that is my PKM general machine gun build. As you can tell, I kind of built it for CQB combat, giving you really good hip fire accuracy, but at the same time, I felt like it was very good at medium range. You could still beam people, no problem. And you're doing 25 damage per shot, which is quite high. Unfortunately, it does shoot quite a bit slower than like the M249 or the QJB, but that then stopped me from actually just tearing people up with this thing. People don't expect you to be running up with an LMG and being able to hip fire it as quickly as you can with this thing. The handling on it is 55, which is not terrible for an LMG. And yeah, the hip fire aim speed on this thing is just crazy, and you can even hip fire at probably like, I would say 15 to 20 meters is going to do still really well. So albeit it might be an unconventional build for an LMG, like there's no bipod on this, which is what you would expect. I don't really like staying in the same spot, and I feel bipods like add to that stationary type gameplay that I'm not a fan of. Most of the time, if you're standing still or if you're laying down, you're probably dead, which is why I choose to move around a lot more in Delta Force and why I built this PKM in this specific fashion. Now, the actual PKM unlocks at level 20. In order to be able to use this build, you will need to level it up to level 50 for the bolt cover. Otherwise, you can just put a stock on it until you get to that level 50. That allows you to use the entirety of this build. As per usual, the share code will be in the description down below, as well as in the top pinned comment. If you want to go and try it out for yourself, let me know your thoughts on it. Share your builds as well down there, and maybe suggest a weapon for an upcoming video. As always, I'll leave you with a few highlight clips of me using this specific build. In any case, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.
Combatants in Objective Delta have been eliminated. Be advised, enemy troops are attacking us. The enemy has taken Objective done. Our mission is 75% complete. Victory is within our...
The enemy has taken Sector Alpha. The enemy has taken Objective Alpha. The enemy is attacking Objective Delta. Sector Bravo secured. The enemy has taken over Objective Bravo 1. Objective Bravo 2 has been cleared by the enemy. We've neutralized Objective Alpha. Allied troops launching an assault on Objective Charlie. The enemy has taken over Objective Bravo.
The enemy has cleared Objective Alpha 2. Objective Alpha 2 has been captured by the enemy. We've passed the halfway point of the operation. It's not over yet. Roger that, artillery barrage incoming. The enemy in Objective Charlie has been neutralized. We've secured Sector Charlie. Allied forces have taken Objective Charlie. We've passed...
Thank God! Enemy objective over there! Get them off me!
Sector Alpha is now under our control. Our forces have taken full control of Objective Alpha.